About Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, she publicly talks about you and how close you were, like since childhood, you were friends. And she talks about your generosity, your optimism. She's been very vocal that you gave it all to save and fight it all. She has gone out in public and said that just it was bad times and bad things which happened to you, but you were right and you gave it all away. So she talks about it, and someone of that stature living in a very public market in country like India, usually people stay away from these conversations and people would want to, she talks, but she doesn't. She talks about it. Every time people ask about you, she's been okay about it. In fact, there was a statement that she said, a lot of people are optimistic. Vijay was probably rather more optimistic than most. And
No, it
she
wasn't
talks
a
about
question of just optimism. Let me tell you, Kiran and me grew up together. I talked about the brewery house in Bangalore. At that time, there was a little colony. So there was a brewery house in which I lived, and then 4 other bungalows. The one next to the brewery house was actually occupied by Kiran Mazumdar and her father. Her father was the chief brewer and the technical director of UB.
Okay.
Okay, and so Kiran and her 2 brothers and mom grew up in my house, in my colony, with one wall separating us. So we were very, very close. And Kiran has been very, very different. She started off being a qualified brewmaster. How many Indian women can you think of who would go and qualify as a brewmaster? But Kiran was determined to do it, and she did it in Australia. So, Kiran, as an entrepreneur, not only has been brilliant, but has a super brilliant track record. But she's a tough cookie, and she